Hello and welcome back to the Forgotten City. Last time I fell to some kind of underground and I fought a bunch of people and met a lady who was kind of got insane, I guess you could say, because she was trying to like she was peeling off the gold of the statues because she thought she could get. There's a voice speaking to her, which is the same voice that's been speaking to us, essentially. And she thought that it was like her true love or something, and then we convinced her that we heard it everywhere and it wasn't a true love, and yeah. It was kind of a thing. And I got there, because I wanted to replace the bow, but that guy double-crossed me, which was pretty obvious that I was gonna have him, really, now that I think about it. Like, he was clearly not a good guy, and I didn't even want to do it. I just went in there, and then he locked me in, but, well, yeah. Anyway, we are talking to Equitia, or whatever, who was the lady who revealed to us that the name Karen is actually Karen or something, and that this whole place is the underworld and such. So it's a bunch of things. It's crazy. Anyway, she has a bunch of new things we can talk to her about apparently, so let's do that. Can I ask you some questions about escaping the underworld?
I beg your pardon?
Lydia was right. We are in the underworld.
Oh my. That is quite a lot to take in. You'll have
Right,
to
so we reset the world.
If that is indeed the case, I suppose we'd better figure out what to do about it, hadn't we? We don't have much to go on, except the old stories. I remember 4 in particular about heroes in the underworld. Hercules, the demigod and son of Jupiter. Orpheus, a Thracian poet. Sisyphus, a king of Ephyra. And Aeneas.
Is this the same she talked about before, I think?
Hercules was able to leave the underworld.
Yeah.
Sisyphus and Orpheus both relied on
right, yes. Okay. Yeah, we already talked to her, but we reset the world, meaning she didn't know in this world, so yeah. Okay, so someone wanted me to give you this flower, whatever.
Oh, how lovely. It just happens to be my favorite too. Who do I have to thank for this?
I'm supposed to tell you some of your secret admirer, and that you'll keep the distance. They just want you to know you're loved.
I see. So, it's from Galerius then?
You know already?
Of course I do. I think everyone in the city knows. That man is a wonderful human being, and my favorite person in the world. But he is the least subtle secret admirer you could imagine. The way he looks at me with those puppy dog eyes. Plus, he's been trying for weeks to get his hands on this flower. He went to so much effort too, suspending that rope above the lake, inventing that pulley device all on his own. He'd just stand there each morning, looking at the flower, trying to summon the courage to seize it. Oh, my heart.
So the entire reason why we have this zip line in the first place is because of love, which is sweet in a way, but also kind of weird in a way. That's why he gave it to us. So anyway, so what should I tell him?
Tell that adorable oaf that my Vestal's vow of chastity ends once I turn 36. So if we ever make it out of here, and he doesn't mind waiting a few years, then tell him I love him too.
I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that.
I hope so.
Do you know we're out of here? What do you think we're going to rule? What's the status of the election?
I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another. I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long.
Why not? Have time. Is that a short version? Yeah, let's just say the whole thing.
Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic. Realizing only a select few possess such powers, says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves.
I agree. Or perhaps it's that the guards might kill you at any moment for failing the test and they don't even have to tell you what the rules are. I mean, that's one way to view it as well. I mean, okay, so that was kind of interesting. I still kind of wish you could like advance the text on your own instead of it going automatically, because I wanted to say a few things throughout that, but yeah, it's kind of interesting how that the couple like noticed they were maybe magical guards, and then they were like, "Oh, we didn't do good enough for you," even though they already invited them in. It's like, because they're guards, they are seen as needing more than they do, like seeing as they need to be praised higher than they may intend, you know. All they wanted was to show was to test them, to see if anyone would let them in and such, you know. And then what happened was that they gained a wish because of their hospitality. Also, it was interesting that they wished to spend eternity together. Like, they didn't even think, oh, the town is gonna get wiped. Like, maybe I misunderstood. Maybe you weren't told that was gonna happen. But, well, anyway, it's kind of weird that you wouldn't try to save the town, or you're like, hey, I wish for the town not to die. Like, have some compassion for those people. But I mean, well, I guess that's kind of happens a lot in old stories like this, that like that when you think about the logic of everything and like, wait, why did you think like this? Like, why would, like, it's supposed to be about not being selfish, but then you do something very selfish and live forever instead of saving the town. Like, it's like, oh, okay, I guess you'd only care about yourselves after all, or do you? It's kind of weird, but anyway, I mean, yeah, I mean, I think I want to save this because I'm kind of interested to see where this goes.
A cynic philosopher might take that view, but it's not entirely invalid, I suppose. I'm quite...
I want to see if what the other response is actually.
But
I agree.
I'm pleased to hear it.
Oh, well, that was not interesting. What's the status of the election?
It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask?
Like to nominate Galerius. Results vote. What's the role in the election? I can nominate a candidate. Can we start the election now? We're gonna ask the questions first because I think that may advance something. Well, it's not a question exactly. I don't know.
All of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course.
The women can vote?
That's just the way it's always been, I'm afraid. It never sat right with me, either. There are some women who can vote, Vestal priestesses like myself. But in this case, given my role overseeing the election, I've decided to abstain. I can't allow the perception that I'm being anything but fair and independent. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election.
Such as?
By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course.
What's your role in the election?
I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed.
Can I nominate another candidate?
You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination.
Can we start the election now?
As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk. But I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason.
I just want to get it over with. I want done with now. Holding it early may prevent conflict between the voters. Never mind. Well, I don't really want to.
As you wish.
But it may be possible to do that then, in case I don't want to wait for it to actually happen in game, which I don't even know when it's gonna happen because, you know, last time it just happened in the middle of a conversation, which was a little unfortunate. But yeah, I don't exactly know when it's gonna happen. So yeah. Anyway, I'd like to nominate Galerius. I mean, yeah, I guess I will because it seems like the best option out of the two we have. So.
I like the idea, but I know Galerius well, and his position has always been that he won't run unless Malleolus.
Right.
It was only yesterday that he said to me he'd only ever run if it was absolutely necessary to make sure Sentius wasn't re-elected. So, I suppose if you'd like to see Galerius elected magistrate, you'd need to persuade Malleolus to withdraw somehow.
Okay, so that's, yeah, I gotta get that done somehow.
See you again soon, I hope.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I want to see if I can find that one guy I talked to but was interrupted. Don't exactly know where he's gonna be because he could be anywhere at this point. I can inspect this fountain. Okay, it's just, right. Maybe a way to escape. Well, I do have this bow now. Could I turn it into gold, perhaps? No. Alright. Well, yeah. I think, like, down below the city, things that could be turned to gold where had butterflies next to them, right? Have I read this before? I'm locking myself in, don't try to follow me, nothing going to come of it. Okay, this is, yeah, never, yeah, that's the lady we talked to last time. Right. So this is where it is. I think maybe I did read that at some point, actually. Perhaps. Yeah. So I don't remember what's going on here. I don't know. Well, yeah, I never took that money either. Yeah, I have a decent amount of money now, so I can probably do a few things with that. Hopefully. I don't think I ever went over here either, did I? This doesn't feel familiar. Yeah, have I ever been here? I don't think so. Oh. It's like, what's his face? Pushing the bowl up the mountain. Sisyphus? Is that right? I think so. There's something over here though. Cave. It's locked. Find a crazy way to the upper cistern. Water under the bridge. Do we know? Like at this point, I could do quests and just specific ones, but I kind of just want to explore around and see what I find naturally. Somehow that feels better to me right now, because like I still feel like there's places in the city I haven't even been to, and apparently I've never been here because I don't remember this place at all. So yeah, there's still places to find. Like it's bigger than you would think, this game, or maybe I'm just going very slowly. That could also be the case. Great temple doll. Jump. Missing piece. See someone with a plaque from here. I need to find to decipher the meaning of the obelisk. So I do have, yeah, I have 2 of them, right? So we have hieroglyphics or hieroglyphics, and we have, I don't know what that is, but some kind of language. And Sumerian, is that the other one that they talked about? And then I guess Latin maybe, and Greek maybe. Wait, what these be? No, these would be the same language, wouldn't they? Romans and Greeks at this point. But maybe it's, I don't know. Maybe it's nothing. I don't know. I don't know how this all works. Maybe it's not even that at all. I have no idea. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter. Just my idea of what that is. I'm not sure I am. I'm going here. Okay. Oh. Okay, here's the thing I can do. There we go. For some money, and that's it. So the voice said jump at some point, but I don't know if that's a thing. Oh, it's time. The subtitle said something. Well, that means it's soon gonna... I'm gonna have to reset the day. That's okay. That is okay. That'll happen. Yeah, so it seems it's pretty much impossible to do everything in one day. Like at the start of the game I was worried about breaking the golden rule or having it happen at all, but seems like it's pretty much bound to happen. Like on your own accord or not. And I don't think it matters if it is your own accord. Like after all, I thought that might be a thing they would do, but I think even if you were to steal and kill people, it wouldn't matter as long as you reset the day properly. Like obviously doing so would not do a whole lot. Like there's not much of a reason to kill anyone, obviously. Okay, I managed to make it all the way back here. Could I have always gone this way? I just never saw this over here. It's interesting. Always went the other way because I didn't even know there was this here. But I look around, got some money. This goes, oh here, okay. So it loops around like that. I see. Well, oh, we know here. Wasn't there? Yeah, there's this here at some point, which still don't know how you get into. There's a statue clearly, but I don't know if you're supposed to go in there after, like, the golden rule is broken, and that statue is gonna move. So I'm thinking it's the only way to get in there, but it seems kind of dangerous to do that. Like, okay, let's save the game here now, and wait for the golden rule, and I want to see if I can get in there. Because it might be possible to go in there, but... Okay, I'm hearing. Don't talk. Thank God for subtitles. Soon enough they're gonna kill the guy, and... Yeah. I wonder if I could just prevent that somehow. If that would still break the golden rule, maybe if I like... Last time I saved someone, it did prevent the golden rule, right? So if I like goldify him, I don't know.
No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more. The Golden Rule is real, you idiot. For his attempt to deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
I can take this.
I have committed
I
no
will.
crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment. You have no idea.
Guess I could speed it up by killing someone, but well,
I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, princess. Domitius.
oh, okay. Maybe I can climb up here and see if there's anything interesting. There's a chest. Oh. I mean, free money. Not bad.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
See y'all. Can I stop you? Doesn't seem like it. Can't see very well. So that's a chest. And is that all? Seems like there's not much else to do in here. So that's just for that. Okay, I don't know if I can make it out without dying, but maybe if I'm lucky. Okay. No, okay. Dang. That's okay. Alright, so it's not super important, it's just for some more money, which, you know, I don't think I really need that. Like, I think I have more than enough for anything. Like, I don't even know if there is anything I can by right now? Like, maybe. I don't know. Alright, well, I still am kinda like in that mode of, I don't really wanna commit a crime necessarily, but haven't I technically done that? Didn't I steal some? I stole the medicine, didn't I? That's something I did do, which did trigger the golden rule, didn't it? Or was that one of the things that didn't do it because it was in honor and injustice and in, you know, maybe it still did. I forgot now actually. Well, no, I guess I should go and get this again. Since I'm here. Just seeing someone climb this, I'd be like, it's fine. Getting down is kind of scary. Whoa. I'm okay. Oh, I'll also take this.
I make this solemn promise to you.
Wasn't anything in here, was there?
Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
Had to do something on my phone, but well, these people are talking anyway, so.
Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
I guess I should just... I guess while that's going on I can look around and stuff. I don't need to just wait. Probably makes sense to explore a bit in case I somehow haven't found something. I mean, why not? Though I guess I want to be close to this place because I don't want to run away and get shot at as if I can help it. Because you are pretty vulnerable, really. Like, it doesn't take a lot to kill you after. I thought you could. It'd be nice if you could have any kind of fence, but I think it's made so you can't just kill them all at all. Like, seemingly using bows didn't do anything to the ones I shot at before, so I think it's probably not possible to actually win. I think they're probably invincible.
The
could be wrong.
many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Yeah, we never got hit before he got hit, did we? Guess I'll see what he actually does in real time for once. That goes in here, and this is a prayer or something, and then he dies. No session, did I? Yeah, so that's how this works. So I wonder what would happen if he somehow died before that. Could I shoot him and would I... Well, I guess I might just die on my own because I would get shot by people. That's probably what's gonna happen. But it could potentially prevent the reset from even happening, which would be silly. Anyway. Yeah, okay, yeah, so we need to say this so we don't need to stop the guy. Oh, what's this here? Okay. Can I do both of them?
Yulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that.
Okay, I can do both.
Alright, let me see. Stop Fabia going in, but send the new arrival to the empty shrine.
Okay, so these things you don't need to do again and again and again. That's nice. I didn't even know I need to do the medicine, but I guess that makes sense.
I'll go. But once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of them.
Alright, so I'm glad that's a thing they put in place so you don't have to keep doing that. Okay. Right. So what do I want to do now? I mean, yeah, I feel like it's like getting, like, this is the most important thing, like changing that. I feel like that's a very important thing, but I mean, a lot of things seem to be important, but yeah. Oh, I guess I can finish off that quest now, maybe. Oh yeah, the Sil Centilla. That's the first thing I got, and I haven't even done all of that yet, have I? Jeez. There's plenty of stuff to do, and I kind of want to do all of it because I'm enjoying what the game's doing, and you know. But if I get to the end of the game somehow by accident, that's fine too. Like, I don't need to do anything.
Melodies fetch again.
Nothing. Do you have anything to say?
Just as the ocean accepts, but it does not know.
Yeah. Okay. How do I wait? Oh, this is. Did I ever explore this way? I don't know. I don't know if I ever went this way actually. Did I? I guess I didn't. Oh, okay, I don't remember this for sure. Oh, what's going on here? That's kind of not a fun way to die. Yeesh. All times are rough. Well, today's rough too. Oh. Can go back this way, I guess. Don't know if this is anything at all, or just a way to get somewhere else. Yeah, this is here. Did I ever go in here? Well, it's fine here. Guess I have some wine now. And then that leaves out here. Maybe I did go in, but well, would the chests get reset? Because I think I still have my money. That's the screenshot button. I still have all my money and all the things I've collected. I still have. I have 4,000 gold, so. Oh yeah, that's the lady. Oh, I should talk to the lady, the bartender or something, like close to that, the whatever you want to call her, like not a bartender, but like the merchant or the, I don't know. Bartender is close enough, like, and flirt with her and see if I can do it right this time. I don't know if that's possible to actually do. But I want to see how that's something you can actually do. Because I said the wrong thing twice now. Yeah, hi.
Oh, hello. Have we met before?
Kinda. Okay,
Bye-bye.
nothing new. Can I confront you about you blackmailing me? Even though it's not blackmailing, but double-crossing me. I took from the spine of Diana only to discover that you locked me inside with the angry hornets. I managed to escape, and after hollowing a deal in the palace and turning back in time, here I am. You'll never leave me if I told you.
stranger. Have you been out in the sun too long? You seem a little confused. Perhaps you
I should have confronted him
consider
before in when I got back, but I didn't think about that at the time. Because I was supposed to talk to what's her face?
A golden bow, just like Apollo and Diana's. Feeling alright?
I figured out how to treat rheumatism.
You made it into the palace. I'm impressed. How is Nevia?
She's alive and she just wants to be left alone, and the treatment is Willowbark.
Willowbark, I should have known. It was under my nose the whole time. That's very helpful. Thank you. If this works, it should settle Rufius down some. I have some right here. Could you do me a favor and give him some of this? He'll just need to swallow a pinch of it. I'm hoping it will avert disaster.
Rufius. Where is he? Oh, I can do that.
Thank you. I'm really glad you arrived when you did. That's a shame. Thanks again for saving you.
Well, I wasn't technically Galerius or whatever who technically saved him. I mean, in this timeline, it all gets really confusing.
Was there something you
Yeah. What do you think about the Golden Rule?
Our priestess Equitia once told
You know, said
me
this?
it's the god's way of creating a city without sin. But if that's
Equitia,
the
that's
case, then whichever god is responsible for it didn't think it through. I mean, all it really does is make bad people better at hiding their sins, and good people too frightened to stand up for themselves. I've seen Malleolus, Claudia, and Domitius make grown men cry. Romans, they don't cry easily. They've never physically hurt anyone. But the point is, they don't have to. They've got people running scared because everyone knows Malleolus is the favorite to win today's election.
Don't worry, I'm working on that. Can I help?
I doubt it. I mean, the election is today, and you've only just arrived.
Well, I got all the time in the world, you could say.
To do anything.
We'll see about that.
I suppose we will.
I wonder if I say it right away, if anything changes.
Really? Then I hope fortune smiles on you, friend.
We cheered up a little bit.
All right.
I don't know why I hadn't said that. Like, it's hard to say if I just forgot or if something happened that made it impossible to say that, or time stuff. And this must have been, you know, time loop games are very complicated to think about, and to play them, and you know, to play them is already complicated. To think about how they created and how to make it all work together must be a nightmare. Anyway, Rufius. Okay, you're the grumpy guy. Yeah, I remember you a little bit. About your rheumatism, which I didn't really know you had before right now. For your treatment, eat a pinch of this Willowbark and you should feel better in no time.
Willowbark? And this will work? Oh, thank God. Finally, some relief. This is what I've been praying for. Maybe God hasn't abandoned me after all. Thank you. I've been in a lot of pain lately. The rheumatism, these cursed statues always watching, and the crisis of faith. It was too much. Started messing with my head. This is exactly what I needed to set it straight again. I owe you one.
Any idea where I can find Roman plaque?
No idea what you're talking about.
Come on, you only one, remember?
Alright. After this, we're square. I think I have seen that plaque. Sorry I lied. Can't be too careful these days. Head into the caves behind the theater. Turn right, then right again.
Okay.
You need this key.
Okay, so even if I found that on my own, I wouldn't have been able to get in.
You didn't get that from me.
Got it, thanks. Behind the feeder. Not that I really know what that is, but I'm sure I'll find it, or maybe if I say like, what's the one about the Roman flag? Yeah, maybe if I track this one, it's gonna point me if I'm lucky. No, it's not. So, is this guiding me towards that, or sometimes there's a marker, sometimes this points you somewhere? What is the feeder? I don't really know what that would look like. Is this the feeder? Not familiar with the term feeder in regards to anything but a movie feeder, to be honest. Well, I guess the feeder, but a Roman feeder? Oh, I'm not familiar enough with the construction and buildings of that time, to be honest, but yeah. Like, I don't know if this is anything.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here.
Do you have anything to say? We haven't talked to you in a while.
Horatius would stop letting barbarians in.
Alright.
I try.
So, we haven't talked to you in a while. Maybe you have something to say.
We're finally alone. I assume.
We had this conversation before.
We have? Wait, if I understand it correctly, someone is about to break the door, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here. Oh, I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over.
Sure, that's the reason.
If so,
not for a million other reasons I got distracted by. I couldn't stop it from being broken. I broke it. Well, last time it wasn't me that broke it, so.
Ah, I see. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered, and do better next time.
Well, that's what I've been doing.
Sort me out again for a reason.
May I have the key to the upper cistern?
I think it's best if I hang on to it.
Dang. Why?
You mean to ask, why am I unwilling to trust a newly arrived non-citizen with access to our water supply, the lifeblood of this city? I'm sorry, but that is simply out of the question.
Guess we'll have to find another way in. I think you're hiding something.
Yes, our water supply. From you. I wasn't born yesterday.
Why would I poison it? I would also
Poisoning
die.
a city's water supply is the oldest trick in the Codex. Quite literally. Aeneas the Tactician wrote a siegecraft manual for military commanders some 300 years ago, recommending the poisoning or pollution of cisterns. And I'm beginning to wonder if the culprit we're looking for might, after all this, be you. Perhaps it was a mistake on my part to place so much trust in you.
You can trust me, I promise. I'll stay away from the cistern. Fine, I'll let it go. I'm getting to the cistern with or without your help.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, was there something else?
I'd like you to release Dooley.
You mean Duilius? Releasing him is out of the question, I'm afraid. That man is a liability we simply cannot afford. Perhaps you're not aware he was caught multiple times, sneaking around in places he should not have been.
What exactly did he do?
Look, I can see where you're going with this. You think me cruel. I assure you that is not the case. You may not be aware of this, but it was not so long ago, during the Republic, the law of the 12 Tables would have required that he be killed as soon as he was born, owing to his deformities. Here we see to it that he has food, water, and shelter, And most importantly, he is able to continue living. A privilege that would be taken away from all of
Imprisoned
us, were he
in
to
a
be
very tiny
released and
cage.
commit the
Great
crime
life.
of trespass. The man has no self-discipline, poor comprehension of what is going on around him, and is an incorrigible rule breaker. I will not jeopardize the lives of my people so that one man can go free. Now, was there something else?
He doesn't seem to really be a threat or anyone, from what I can tell, just kinda,
Thank you. I'll be waiting
well,
here for news.
mentally ill. This is the problem. That even today, a lot of people seem to misunderstand that you can't just lock people away. I mean, there are people who are harm to themselves and others, obviously, but most people aren't, and
behavior I trust.
unfortunately, even you know, without any help, you won't get better.
What is it, citizen?
And locking them away,
All right.
well, that's just not gonna do anything other than, you know, make them worse off.
How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
You're trying to goad me into an argument.
I think I heard that already, maybe. What was I doing? There's something I was doing. Wasn't there? Then I got distracted.
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the golden rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
Huh. As if I'll be afraid of you, little man. Malleolus isn't receiving visitors at the moment.
Well, there's plenty of things to do here, apparently. I would like to meet Malleolus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
I do have some money now.
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Is 12 denarii? About 100 denarii? It's 10 denarii. Alright, what do you want? Isn't soliciting bribes a sin?
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
Alright, what do you want?
Dunno. Something good.
Here's 10 denarii.
Hey, Caput Murde. Futuere es. Just
What?
make it good.
Okay, I don't know what he just said. How about 100?
Os in Coolio mio. Just make it good.
I mean,
Ooh,
alright.
you must really want to see
Don't have anything else to
Malleolus.
use it on, I guess.
Let yourself in with this key.
Alright, got a key. Cool.
Just make sure you give it back on your way out.
Anything else I can...
Stay away, huh, lovely?
Who are you going to vote for?
Malleolus, of course.
I feel like I already said
Old
this
man says
answer
he
to you.
can't even protect his own daughter. How can we trust him to protect us?
I need to speak with Julia.
She's not here.
Where is she?
Had to carry her to Lucretia's clinic this morning. Shrine of Apollo. She was acting sick. Faking it, if you ask me. Typical.
Do you know anything about Scintilla's appearance?
Listen, I don't abduct women. They come to me. And they keep coming back. If you know what I mean.
I think you're hiding something. Yes, subtle, but I think I know what you mean.
Whatever.
So yeah, when I first met this guy, I was like, oh, this Malleolus guy does not seem very great and I don't want him elected. I would rather have him elected. Though neither have turned out to be a good option, clearly. And, you know, seeing as Malleolus is the guy who gets elected, right now anyway, maybe I can change that somehow with votes, with some other way, or I don't know, but I'm sure that's gonna play out, but, well, yeah, seeing as he gets elected, and you know, it's gonna kill. What's his face? I forgot the magistrate guy. I always forget his name, but yeah. Seeing as he's gonna kill him, and it breaks the golden rule and everything, like this cannot happen, obviously. Regardless, so we gotta make it Galerius. That's the only way.
Citizen.
Well, I wanted to find the feeder. What is the feeder? I don't know what that looks like, to be honest, because there's something behind it. This is not the feeder. This is a, what is this? What do we call this building? I don't know, but it's probably not this, because I don't think I can get behind it, could I? I mean, to be honest, I don't know. Like, if there's... like, it's possible to jump out there. It doesn't seem like it wants me to. The lady's pointing though. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me. Ow. Yeah, I can't. I'm trying my best, but it's not letting me. It does look like there is some kind of pathway there, doesn't it? A little bit, but yeah, the game won't let me, so it's not there. Yeah, I don't know exactly where. Is that the feeder? Isn't my mind is like saying, what is a feeder? Because I have heard the term before being used in like about old buildings, like, but I'm not entirely sure. Like, what is this, a feeder? What is this building called? What do you call this building? I don't know, but something back here seemingly definitely seems suspicious. Also, I didn't want me to fall down here. Can I get back up, please? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no, I'm kinda... uh-oh. Stuck in something. Which is being real weird. And not... okay. That was scary. Don't know if I'm supposed to... doesn't seem like it wants me up here. Yeah, it's not letting me go further up. Oh. Though, doesn't it look like there's something here? Oh, wait, here we go. Okay. Is this it? This is locked. And I cannot go in. Okay. So I don't have this key, so this is something else. Seemingly. Well... okay. Huh. Well... okay. Oh no, yeah, come on. Use it. Could I get down there? Also think you can get down there. Let me see. Ow. It's okay. Well, I'm down here. But I think I killed myself. Because I hope I can get out. Yeah, okay, you're not supposed to be down here. I can go this way, but again, okay, that's, yeah, okay. Alright, well, I don't have a lot of time left, so think really, right, I'm gonna stop for today, and next time I'm gonna look around for that feeder and what's behind it. That's what I'm curious about right now. There's probably a few things I can do, like, I forgot to talk to the lady at the... I wanted to talk to the lady and flirt with her. The bartender, or whatever. I can do that quickly, I think, right? I have enough time. That's, yeah, 5 minutes until it's an hour on my clock. I can go there. I can do that. That should be fast. I get distracted easily in this game because there's things to do everywhere. Loading. Lot of loading. Oh jeez. Come on. Hey, okay. I guess I could have taken that zip line. That's just I would be faster than just running there, but okay, how do you get there again? You go. Well, there's a way to go there from here, I think, right? This went up there and then no. It's around. Is it here? No. I thought it was a way. Is it here? Okay. There we go. Okay. Abulia.
Cerberus lifts his triple head and lets out his three
Oh.
braying.
Yeah, busy. Dang it. Yeah.
They follow their trades, imitating their previous lives, but they are ignorant.
Are you done? Okay. Hi.
Oh, you're here. And I hope there's a light.
Not into it, sorry.
Why? Just because I'm a woman? Honey, it's your loss. I take back what I said.
Oh, that
Suddenly,
still didn't work.
I don't find you so intriguing anymore. Let's
So I have
just
to
make
call her horrible?
so we can at least
Okay.
do business.
Well, next time I'm gonna call her horrible and see what happens.
All right.
Alright. Well, I tried again.
49 melodies.
It's not easy. No matter what you say, you always screw up. Even if you say, even if you're interested, it doesn't work. If you're not interested, it doesn't work. Damn. That's depressing. Well, you never quite know who's gonna be interested in what, I guess. Right, well, yeah, I think that for today, that's why I'm stopping, and yeah, this was a weird one, I guess. I don't know, the way this game is structured and the way you have to do things, it's very much very open in a way. Like, you could call it an open world game if you would want to. Is it? I mean, seems like you can do things in any order you really kind of want. Like, it's interesting that and there's so many optional seeming things, like, but all of it seems interesting or important, or at least, yeah, it has some kind of value or some kind of thing. I don't know what I'm saying, but I still like all of it. Like, I think this game is I can definitely see why people talked about it and said it's game of the year, or at least a noteworthy game, because I'm definitely going to like this quite a lot. Like, I was unsure at the start a little bit. I was like, okay, I see what it's doing, but it seems not to be that as like mind-blowing as it seems to be. And it's not like it's mind-blowing exactly. There's games like this, but also it's doing something else, something different. The way it's doing it, the way it's told, what it's doing with it, like, it's all like, it all so well put together in a way, and it has surprises in a lot of ways, a lot of surprises, a lot of unexpected ways it does things. I don't know, it's just something different about this game that I can't quite describe. That's, I wouldn't say it's unique, but it definitely is subversive of this genre, of game, if you want to call it that. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for now. See you next time.